Hare Krishna. Hi everyone, welcome.
In this video, we are going to implement a Java program to find the sum of elements of an array. Let's take an example of array containing the element 5, 3, 7 and 1. The sum of elements of array are 5 plus 3 plus 7 plus 9 plus 1, that is 25. Let us practically implement this program using Java. First add a main method. Initialize and declare an array. Int array equal to, we'll add few elements 5, 3, 7, 8, 9 to the array. We need a variable sum to store the sum of elements. Let's initialize the variable sum of type integer. Initialize with the value 0. To find the sum of elements of an array, we need to add a for loop. Iterate through the array to get each and every element and add it to the sum. For int I is equal to 0, I less than array dot length I plus plus. Remember always array index starts from 0, hence we are initializing I with 0. Inside the for loop, just we need to add a statement to get each array element and add it to sum. So sum is equal to sum plus array of 5. Print the output using system.out.println. Sum of elements of an array is sum. Let's run the program. The sum of elements of an array is 25. Now we'll just move the core logic to the separate method. We'll add a new method, publish static int gets sum of array elements, which takes an argument integer array. We'll copy the logic which finds the sum of elements of an array to the new method. From the main method, we will call the method get sum of elements of array and we will pass the array as an argument. We capture the sum which is returned by the new method into a variable sum of integer data type and we will print that sum to the output using system.out.println. Let's run the program. The sum of elements of array is 25. We added new method as a static type because we wanted to access that method without creating an object of this class. When we declare a method as a static or a variable as a static, we can access directly that method using a dot operator. Now let's remove the static keyword. Now this non-static method can be invoked from the main method by only using a reference variable of a class. We'll just create an object of a class, sum of elements of an array. Then we invoke the get sum of array elements method using the reference variable sum of elements of array dot gets sum of array elements. Let's run the program. Sum of elements of an array is 25. Let's change one of the elements from array. Let's rerun the program. The sum of elements of an array is 26. The program is perfectly working fine as expected. Let's debug the program to understand the entire logic in a better way. Let us debug the program. Initially I value is 0, sum value is 0, array of I, array of 0 is 5, 5 will be added to the sum, 0 plus 5 is 5, 5 will be stored into sum, I is incremented by 1, now I will be having the value 1, array of 1 is 3 and sum is already having the value 5, 5 plus 3 is 8, so sum is having the value 8 now, I is incremented by 1, I is having a value 2, array of index 2 is 7. 8 is the earlier value of the sum. 8 plus 7 is 15. So I is again incremented by 1. Array of 3 is 9. 15 plus 9 is 24. Sum will become 24 now. I is incremented by 1. I is having the value 4. Array of 4 is 2. 24 plus 2 is 26. I is incremented by 1. Now I will be having the value 5. 5 less than array dot length. That I less than array dot length condition is not satisfied. Loop is terminated. We capture the sum which is returned by the new method into a variable sum of integer data type. And we'll print that sum to the output using system.out.println. Sum of elements of array is 26.
Thanks for watching.